All right. So we're going to set this fish finder up for two things. One is going to be for down scans. We can kind of see what we're looking at on the bottom. And then another thing, we're going to set this up to where we don't get lost on any new body of water that we go to, including the ocean in Florida or any new lakes around here in North Carolina or Tennessee. So the first thing you want to do is you're going to hit the Pages button. And the Pages button is going to give you sort of a list of things. And the first one we're going to focus on is the second one here, which is going to be your down scan. So we're going to go over to that with these buttons here to the down scan. And then we're going to hit enter like this. And that is going to put us on this green screen. We're sitting still, so it's pinging the bottom continuously and returning flat lines because it's pinging the same thing over and over and over again. And it actually thinks the boat is moving this way as we're sitting still because it's recording like a printout. And so even though the boat is here and moving forward this way, it's just pinging the same thing because we know we're sitting still. And so basically that's going to be in Pages, and then over here when you're moving 3 to 4 miles per hour, or even when you're moving 15 miles per hour, that's how you're going to see the bottom. In order for GPS, we're going to hit Pages again. We're going to come down here to Pages, and we've got this one set up on our maps and our navigation. So we're going to go over to our little joystick pad here and go over to that one, and then we're going to hit enter. And that's going to put us on our map. So this is Seven Lakes right here. And basically one of the goals is to put a trail on the boat. And what that does is it allows you to see where you've gone, and if you go someplace where you're just not caring about where you're going and you're going on an adventure and you realize you don't know how to get back, you can follow that line back. And so what you're going to do is you're going to come back up here to Pages. Oh, I'm sorry. We're going to go to Menu right here, and that's going to bring our menu up. And if you're going to a new lake, you won't have to do anything, but if you want to clear this trail to where you want to start with a fresh trail, you're going to use this keypad to move. I'm going to use the up arrow so you can see it's going to jump straight to the bottom when I do that. And I'm going to use the up arrow to go to waypoints, routes, and trails. Of course, hit enter, and then you're going to see waypoints, routes, and trails. We've got the one trail, and what we're going to do is we're going to clear that trail. So from this screen, you're just going to hit menu, and then you're going to go down to delete. And we're just going to hit up, so we're going to go to delete, hit enter. It's going to ask if you want to delete it. Just go ahead and hit enter. It's going to default to delete. Okay, so it's gone now. And we can hit Pages again. It brings up our Pages. We want that, so we hit Pages again. So now you can see the trail's gone. And if we started moving forward again, that trail is going to start back up again. And that's basically it. You want to make sure that trails are enabled, and to do that, you're in Maps, and you want to go back over to the menu button here, like this. Then you get your menu. You want to make sure that trails are enabled, so you go to Settings, hit Enter, and then you're on Chart. Chart's our map, so we're going to go into our map, hit Chart, hit Enter there. And you can see trails, there's got an X on it over there to the right. That means it's enabled. We're going to go ahead and enable waypoints too, just in case Dad wants to set a waypoint. He won't be able to if that's enabled, so we're going to hit enter on that. So now we have waypoints and trails. We might as well just go ahead and do routes as well. Hit enter. So now we got those three there. You can do your grid lines too. That's going to give you the contour lines of the depth around from the bank to the center of the lake, to where kind of wherever you are. But that's kind of what you want to make sure is enabled, which is good there. To menu out, exit out of the screen, you just hit menu a couple times. One to get rid of the first menu, hit it again to get rid of the second menu, and you're back to where routes is actually still on there. It's because we enabled routes, so we could go back and get rid of that. Actually, in settings, whoops, settings, enter, chart, and then it's because we enabled these the routes and the waypoints. So if we disabled the routes and the waypoints, then those would go away. And really, you don't need the routes and the waypoints if you're just trying to get back to where you came from. So we'll menu out, and so those are gone now. It might be a simpler view. You like that view better?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, I kind of like that too. It's cleaner, it's easier to read, and that's kind of it.